Morning, folks. Today's soap is brought to us by Soap Commander. This one here is a eucalyptus. Great for my nose. That's what it looks like there on the inside. Um, I've got a aftershave that is going to come pretty close. It's a little different. I mean, in that it's eucalyptus, but it also has a mint touch to it from Stirling. That's going to be the setup for the day. Got the other usual suspects in the way. I've got Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, alum block complete with rubber band, crown key line. I've had this one for a moment, in other words. And also I've got Stirling Witch Hazel. This one here is unscented, but it is mentholated, so we're going with that theme this morning. Got it whipped up here in my smooth bottom bowl that I got at a thrift store. That's what it looks like there on the inside, if you can see that. That's what the bowl looks like. Got it whipped up here with a brush from Colorado Razor Designs. Scott made this one quite some time ago, so you're not going to find one quite like this one again. But he does have some very unique handles that are made out of wood. So if you're looking for something a little bit different or out of the box, if you will, I've got a link down below to his Etsy website, so you can check out his handles. He's got some pretty unique ones. Makes it hard to hang on to your money, so might be prepared there. This is I wanted to show this razor first as a comparison. This is a vintage razor. This is a J.R. Torrey. It's a 156. The barber, so I think is what it says right here. That's kind of hard to see. Try to rotate this, maybe it'll show up. But you can kind of see how the razor is made and how it fits right into the scales here. The reason why I want to show that is that the razor I'm using today is a Jacob Ray razor. Now this one here is the Diablo, and you can kind of see how this one is made. I'll put them side by side, but yes, there is a size difference. It's made just like the other one is. It fits just right inside the scales. Everything, just perfect. The reason why I show that is because when I first got this razor, I got to looking at it and thought maybe there is a size difference. And you can kind of tell, yeah, there is. There's a size difference. So the cutting edge of this blade is a bit longer than, I guess you might say, than some of the more traditional size shavers. This one here is made out of the O1 tool, and also it's 6/8 in width, and it's about a half hologram, if that helps any at all. I've been practicing with this one. Excuse me, still got a frog there. I've been practicing with this one throughout the week, off and on. Go ahead and put the pre-shave on, or put a hot towel to the face this morning. I've been using this razor through the week, trying to get used to it, because the length of that blade is different than what I'm accustomed to. And I ordered it with the point. I wanted the point. I felt like this was something I wanted to get used to using, with a point. That way, I guess you might say, it makes you pay closer attention to what you're doing. Not that you're not already doing that with a straight razor, but at any rate, I thought I would, step up to the challenge, if you will. So this shave, there's going to be some moments where it's going to be kind of quiet, because I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. Not only because of the point, but because that blade is longer than what I'm accustomed to. I've had to, how can you say, relearn or try to adjust to that length of blade on my face. Now, yeah, I got a link down below to the website, but his razors are on sale. I say they're on sale in that this one here, along with 3 others, there's like a total of 4 that's along this line where you can get different kind of scales. Oh, by the way, those were rosewood scales. You can pick these up for $110, and shipping is free. So if you're interested in one of these kind of razors, now he's got different scales. He's got that one there's rosewood, and I think he's got some camel, and I can't remember all of them. I think one of them is blue and olive wood, and you can kind of get the idea there that there's a number of different kind of scales that you can choose from. And he does make custom razors also, so that is something to look into, especially if you're looking at wanting to pick up a Damascus. I don't know much about Damascus steel. I know it looks awesome. As it goes for how does it hold the edge, Is it a pain in the butt to hone? I couldn't tell you. Really don't know. I haven't quite ventured off into that just yet. I'm still, I guess you might say, what I consider the beginning stages of this, and it's quite a journey. A lot to learn. It is challenging to shave with a straight razor. Uh, Nothing like when you at the end of the shave and you didn't get any nicks, cuts, or you don't have any weepers. That within itself is an accomplishment, in my opinion. And but anyway, when you get done and you've completed your shave and you've made it to that stage, it does put a smile on your face. At least it does for me. How can you say, baby steps, just little improvements here and there. And at any rate, have a lot of fun with this sort of thing. But he's got these marked down, so if you're interested in what might appear to be something of a custom, now he does have the standard, I guess you might say, rounds, if you will, on one of these. He's got another one, I think it's can't remember if it's a Spanish point or what it's referred to, and one with a barber's notch. But this one here I ordered because I like the looks of this, and like I said, that is a point. And I thought I would just give it a try and see how it works out. I'm going to go ahead and put this towel over here. When you order this, he does have some that he mentions that is, I guess you might say, already pre-made up. I don't think he has any of those available, so if you order one of these, and if you look, do your due diligence and reading, it could take up to 90 days before you finally get it. I ordered this one a while back. Yes, it does take a while to get it, but it didn't hurt my feelings any. In other words, I order it, he makes it when I order it. Think I did mention that it's considered a half hollow, and it works fine for me. I have one, I think I still got laying over here. I've got to figure out how to shave with this thing. Handle's a little short, but got a camisori, if you will. This one here I think is a 7/8 or maybe a full inch, but it is very much like a wedge. Excuse me. So I have my work cut out learning how to shave with that one there. I shaved with it last week, I think, a couple of times, and it's a lot different. More than what I was expecting. Yeah, that length right through there has been challenging for me. Getting better at it, but I can still, every once in a while, boy, that point way back over there, I can still feel it every once in a while. Still not quite getting my angle just where it needs to be. Like I say, this is a bit of a challenge. Shorter blade definitely works better for me, as it goes for, how you say, being natural, coming easier to me, less of a learning curve. This one here has got more of a learning curve, for me at least. I mean, you kind of see what I'm talking about. That length right there, there's the hairline for the sideburn right there, and by the time you place that right up there, it's already all the way over there. So trying to be careful not to get into the mustache area, not to get into the sideburn area. Of course, you could just shave them off and be done with it, but that would be the easier route to go, is just shave them off. Just make them go away. Well, you ain't got to worry about it anymore, right? But if you're a bigger guy, this blade might work a lot better for you. It covers a lot of area. Getting better, it's a challenge. I think I can get there with it. I enjoy using it. it just makes you really focus on what you're doing, pay attention to what you're doing. So when I get done, I'm not bleeding, got both ears. Yeah, I feel pretty good at the end of the shave. To me, I think it's a lot of fun to shave with them. It's not it's not something that everybody desires to do, which I can understand why, uh, because the focus is, it can be pretty intense. But it's that satisfaction at the end of the shave. Now I have to admit, now I don't always get the closest shaves because I'm still working with the blade and all. But still, even at that, though, I get a pretty decent shave. Pretty happy with them. I'm not complaining a bit. Edge on this one here. Um, it's very close to being smooth. Not quite. There's still just a little bit of an edginess to it, and which is fine with me. I don't have a problem with it. It's just that if you're looking for something, and I don't know if it's because the way this was made. In other words, if I'm comparing it to a Ralph Ost, the Ralph Ost, uh, it's darn smooth. That straight razor is just awesome. With the edge that it's got on it, it is just, it just rates right up there as the top for me. Very smooth edge on it. This one got just a little bit of an edge to it, not a whole lot, not over the top by any means. It's darn near as smooth, not quite, but it's almost there. Add a little bit of water to this. Been having a lot of fun shaving with it though. It's that sense of accomplishment, if you will, at the end of the shave or during the shave. Made first pass, so so that's an accomplishment. I'm not bleeding anywhere. I really do enjoy this razor. I did go ahead and order another one with the rounds. He has different names for it. This one's El Diablo. Uh, Dinrunda, I think, is another one. I can't remember all of them. He has some names for them, as well as for the scales. But I enjoy looking at those custom razors. They look really nice. I think if I was going to uh, order a custom, it's not going to be quite as nice as the ones that are pictured. I have one in my mind that I'd like to see, at least for me. It just takes practice to manipulate the length of the blade to fit your face. I think that's the best way to say it. It takes practice, and I wouldn't get too terribly impatient about it either. I guess you might say what I'm getting at is, be patient with yourself if you're starting out. You'll get there. Just be patient. Baby steps, just, you know, small battles, right? The likelihood of all this coming together at one time is pretty slim. So just, take little steps and be happy with the little battles that you win, and eventually you'll get it all under control. my thoughts are, if I was going to have one custom, is to go ahead and close this up so that way I'm not putting my hand on it by accident. My thoughts are, as a custom, is I like to have this a little shorter and a bit wider, and I haven't decided, because I've got plenty of time. It's going to be a while before I order anything, if I do. If I decide to go ahead and pull the plug on one, I want it. That's a 6/8, so I'm thinking, at least a 7/8, maybe a full inch. I do like that the point on there. It, like I say, it does make you pay attention, and it helps keep me, I guess you might say, honest in my shaving. Because with the rounded tip, you can get away with more than what you can with a point like this. And with that point, you're going to need to pay attention to what you're doing. Keeps me honest, in other words. I don't get lazy or anything like that throughout the shave. Pay attention to my technique. I think I'll shave with this a few more times off camera throughout next week and whatnot. Just keep on working at it till I get a lot more comfortable with it. It's getting a lot better than my first shave was like. Oh, it took a moment to get through the first shave. I was a wee bit nervous. Like I said, that point helps keep you honest. You get that angle off just a little bit, it's going to let you know. There's just a couple of times I felt it today, which is, like I say, that's okay. I mean, I'm not bleeding anywhere, but I did feel it a couple of times where I, excuse me, getting the angle off just a little bit. Just need to get used to using something of that length. And this one here is a good one to do. Because like I say, as it goes for most of the traditional lengths, they're shorter, and makes a world of difference. Just that little bit makes a world of difference as it goes for the learning curve. At least it does for me. Believe it or not, no stinging this morning. The first time, oh yeah, there was stinging. But right now, good to go. Getting better. Still not the closest shave when I was done. There's a few little spots here and there, but I think I can get there one day. Just need to keep at it. And I'm not finding any places where I got too close to here and took a chunk of hair out. I really like this shaver though. It has jibs on the top and the bottom. To me, it's well made. Happy I got it. Also happy I ordered another one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think if you're like a repeat customer or something like that, you might get a discount for the second or third shaver that you order from him. And there's more information about the honing, who he sends it to, and what his routines are, and all that sort of thing. I enjoy reading his website. When I first started following him was quite a while back. Not mistaken, I think at one point in time he was based in Oklahoma City, and found him by the way of Instagram, if I remember right. That's how I found him. Then shortly thereafter, Cap had a video or two using one or two of his straight razors. Now, as it goes for the scent on this eucalyptus mint, I have more of the eucalyptus at the beginning, and then the mint comes in, at least per my nose. Really nice cooling effect on the face. My nose is like wide open. I mean, I can feel it, that scent going just all through my nose. Good stuff this morning. I surely did need it. Woke up this morning, my nose was giving me fits. Otherwise, I already had this video done. Good stuff here, in my opinion. I do have a link to Soap Commander's a website for this. Now, it's out of stock, and this is probably going to be one of these things you'd have to pay attention to her website to know when something like this pops up, because in other words, these sort of things come and then they go and they're gone. So I don't think she's going to make anything else like this, like I think there was two other flavors along. This one here is eucalyptus, and I think there's one more that's eucalyptus scented, and then one was, I guess you might say, ocean type scent, sea scent, if you will. Very fresh, scent. But my face feels good this morning, nice and cool. I had a great time this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and smooth shaves to you.